Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So in a previous video I did on the oil mills, it was asked in the comments by Wicked Like 36s, can you produce two oils at the same time? So that's what we're going to have a look at today. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put two products into the one oil mill and see if they can be produced at the same time. I'm also going to put one product in this oil mill to see if they produce the same amount each time. Then what I'm also going to do is expand it a little, because that's two products going in with two products coming out. So with the grape processing unit, obviously it's one product going in with the grapes, but we're going to have raisins and grape juice coming out of one, and then we'll just have one product coming out the other to see if one product coming in and two coming out makes a difference. Then we're also going to look at the sugar mill. We'll have two products going in and one coming out with just sugar. So we'll see if the various inputs and outputs make any difference to it whatsoever. So that's the premise behind it. I'll get all these loaded up with the various products and we'll see you back here in a bit. Right, so we've got all the various processing units filled up with the product, so we'll go into the production chains menu and we'll get everything started off. So the first oil mill, we've got canola and olives, so we're going to start both of them up, and then on the second one we've just got canola, so we'll see if both come out at the same time. And then in the grape processing unit, we've got two loads gone into the first one, so we'll start raisins and grape juice on that one, and then we'll just start raisins on the second one. And on the sugar mills, in the first one we've got sugar beet and sugar cane, so we'll start them pair off because they have both got the same recipe, shall we say. And on the second sugar mill we've just got the sugar beet, so we'll start that off as well. Okay, so that's everything loaded and everything processing. So I'm going to fast forward a month and we'll see what we get from an output perspective. So I'll see you back here in a bit. Right, so that's a month fast forwarded and we've got some results. Let's have a look. So we're at the oil mill here. So this first one is what we had the two different oils coming out of. So we've got one pallet there, 1,000 litres canola, a pallet of 1,000 olive oil, and another pallet of 1,000 canola. So that's 2,000 canola with 323 left in the building, and 1,000 olive oil with 161 left in the building. Now if we go over to the straight canola oil, we've got a bit of a difference, because we've got 4 pallets here of canola oil, 1,000 litres each, with 6,407 left in the bank, so to speak. So that's 4,647 canola oil compared to 2,323 if you're running multiple productions. So from the oil mill perspective, yes, you can run two at the same time, but you're not going to get as much out. That's the oil mill one. If we go over to the grape processing unit, we have got on the double production from one input, we've got 432 litres on a pallet of grape juice, so we've got 5 of those with 349 left in the bank. We've got the raisins, we've got 3 pallets of 1,000 with 136 left in the bank. So again, you can run both at the same time. So we've got 3,136 litres of raisins. If we go over to the just raisin processing, we've got 6 pallets, so that's 6,272 left in the bank. So that's 6,272 compared to the 3,349. I need to put my teeth back in. So that is roughly half thereabouts. So with the grape processing unit, again, you can produce both at the same time, but obviously the maximum capacity per hour, so to speak, is going to be split between the two different products. If we come across to the sugar mill, mind you, we've got on this one, where we had sugar beet and sugar cane go in, we've got 17,229 left in the bank, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 pallets of 1,000 litres out the front, so that's 23,229. If we go over to this one, where we just use sugar beet, we've got 6 pallets again and 5,613 in the bank. So that's 11,613 compared to 23,229. So that's roughly, again, slightly different, but pretty much the same. With the sugar mill, it does produce the same amount each time. So obviously we got sugar beets in both of these, so we used, well, we've got left 28,769 sugar beet, and in this one we've got 28,773. So it's basically used the same amount of what we put in, and we've pretty much, all for argument's sake, got the same output. So this is a real strange one, because the oil mill, it didn't like producing two at the same time. The output of both really went down. The grape processing unit, the output from using a single output pretty much halved, whereas the sugar mill, it stayed the same. So that is really random. Depending on what processing unit you're using, all depends on whether you're going to get the same amount of product out. Obviously all of them process 2 products at the same time, so that's taken as a given. You can process 2 products at the same time. The outcome is highly dependent on which processing unit you're using. Oil mill doesn't really like it, really slows it down. Grape processing unit, yeah, it cuts it in half and what you can put out. It's got some sort of upper processing amount per hour, regardless of what you're putting in. The grain mill, it doesn't care. It will process exactly the same, day in, day out, hour by hour. So what that says to me is, if you got 2 products going in, 2 products going out, it really slows down. 1 product going in, 2 products going out, as you can imagine, it's going to be split between the two. 2 products going in and 1 product coming out, it basically just doubled it. So there you have it. The original question, can you use the processing unit for 2 products at the same time? Yes, but definitely with varying outcomes. So there you have it. Drop it in the comments below if you're going to be using a processing unit. Are you going to do 2 products at the same time? Which one are you going to be using? If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.